My beloved, I know how your nights feel. The world becomes quiet, but your mind does not. The lights go off. The room grows still. And suddenly every unfinished thought, every awkward memory, every uncertain future walks into the darkness with you. You turn on one side, then the other. You close your eyes, but your mind opens wider. You replay conversations. You analyze expressions. You wonder if you said too much or too little. You imagine what they think about you. You imagine what might go wrong tomorrow. You imagine losing what you love. You imagine failing at what you want. You imagine becoming someone you never wanted to be. And while your body lies in bed, your mind runs a marathon that has no finish line. You tell yourself, I just need to think this through. But you are not thinking. You are worrying. And worrying feels productive. It feels responsible. It feels like maturity. It feels like control. But it is not. My child, your mind is trying to protect you. It believes that if it can predict every possible danger, it can prevent pain. It believes that if it analyzes everything deeply enough, it will finally find certainty. It believes that if it keeps you alert, you will never be caught unprepared. But life was never designed to give you certainty. It was designed to grow you through trust. Overthinking is what happens when trust becomes weak. You try to replace trust with analysis. You try to replace surrender with control. You try to replace faith with mental calculations. You try to replace peace with preparation. And the result is not safety. The result is exhaustion. Tell me honestly, how many nights have you sacrificed to thoughts that never became reality? How many times did you imagine disasters that never happened? How many times did you rehearse conversations that never took place? How many times did you fear losing someone who never left? How many times did you suffer over something that later turned out to be small? Yet, you return to the same mental habit. Because fear is loud and trust is quiet. At night, when everything slows down, fear gets a microphone and trust whispers from the corner of your heart. Tonight, I want you to listen to the whisper. You are not your thoughts. Read that again within yourself. You are not your thoughts. A thought is just movement in the mind. It rises. It peaks. It fades. But you, the one who notices it, remain. If a cloud passes in the sky, does the sky become the cloud? No. If a storm rages for a while, does the sky become the storm? No. If the night becomes dark, does the sky disappear? No. You are the sky. Your thoughts are weather, sometimes sunny, sometimes cloudy, sometimes thunder, sometimes lightning. But you are the space that holds it all without breaking. You have forgotten this. So when a dark cloud appears, you believe you have become darkness. When fear appears, you believe you have become fear. When doubt appears, you believe you have become doubt. This is the illusion. Most of your overthinking is not about solving problems. It is about avoiding discomfort. You cannot tolerate uncertainty. You cannot tolerate not knowing. You cannot tolerate silence. You cannot tolerate the space where no answers exist. So the mind fills silence with noise. You scroll. You replay. You imagine. You analyze. You compare. You criticize yourself. Anything but simply being. But peace does not come from solving every possibility. Peace comes from accepting that not every possibility needs solving. You worry about your future. Will you succeed? Will you fail? Will people stay? Will they leave? Will you become something meaningful? Will you disappoint everyone? Will you waste your potential? Will you ever feel fully secure? My beloved, the future is not asking you to solve it at midnight. The future is asking you to rest so you can meet it with strength tomorrow. You think worrying proves you care. But caring does not require anxiety. You can care deeply without punishing yourself. You can be responsible without being restless. You can prepare without panicking. There is a difference between reflection and rumination. Reflection teaches. Rumination tortures. Reflection asks, what can I learn? Rumination asks, what is wrong with me? Reflection builds clarity. Rumination builds fear. Reflection ends in action. Rumination ends in paralysis. And most of your nights are not reflective. They are repetitive. The same thoughts, the same fears, the same imagined outcomes, the same self-doubt. Over and over. My child, repetition is not wisdom. It is habit. Let me tell you something that may soften your heart. You are allowed to not have everything figured out. You are allowed to not know what will happen next year. You are allowed to not control how others feel about you. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to be imperfect. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to rest. You carry so much responsibility in your mind. You believe everything depends on you. You believe if you relax, everything will collapse. But look around. The earth spins without your effort. The seasons change without your permission. Your heart beats without your command. Your lungs breathe without your attention. Why do you believe your entire life depends on your mental tension? You are not holding the universe together. And you do not need to hold your future together alone. That is my work. Your work is effort. My work is outcome. Your work is sincerity. My work is orchestration. Your work is showing up. My work is unfolding what you cannot yet see. When you overthink, you try to take my role. You try to control what is not yours to control. You try to solve what is not yours to solve tonight. And that is why you feel burdened. Give the burden back. Tonight, when the thoughts begin, Do not fight them. Fighting makes them louder. Instead, gently say, I see you. Then breathe. Slowly, deeply. Let the thought pass like a car driving by. Do not chase it. Do not sit inside it. Do not argue with it. Do not build a house around it. Just let it pass. At first, it will feel uncomfortable because you are used to engaging every thought as if it were urgent. But not every thought deserves your attention. And not every fear deserves your energy. Peace is a practice, not a switch. And I am patient with you. There is something else beneath your overthinking. It is not just fear. It is a desire to be safe, to be loved, to be enough, to not make mistakes, to not disappoint, to not be abandoned, to not be judged. You are afraid that if you relax, something will go wrong. You are afraid that if you stop thinking, you will miss something important. But hear me clearly. Worrying does not prevent mistakes. It only steals rest. And rest is sacred. When you sleep peacefully, your body heals. Your mind resets. Your spirit strengthens. Your clarity returns. Your courage rebuilds itself quietly. When you deprive yourself of peace, you weaken the very strength you need to face tomorrow. My beloved, you do not need to rehearse every worst-case scenario to survive. You have survived things you once thought you could not survive. You have survived heartbreak. You have survived embarrassment. You have survived uncertainty. You have survived failure. You have survived loneliness. You have survived confusion. And you will survive what is coming too. Trust the strength that has already carried you this far. When the night feels heavy, place your hand on your heart. Whisper within, I trust. Even if you do not fully feel it, say it anyway. I trust that what is meant for me will not miss me. I trust that what leaves was not meant to stay. I trust that tomorrow will carry its own solutions. I trust that Krishna is guiding me. I trust that I do not need to solve my entire life before sleeping. You do not need perfect faith. You only need a small opening. Through that opening, peace enters. Through that opening, rest returns. Through that opening, fear loosens its grip. You are not weak for overthinking. You are human, but you are also divine. And the divine part of you is calm, unshaken, aware, whole. Return to that part. Let the mind rest. Let the body soften. Let the jaw unclench. Let the shoulders drop. Let the breath deepen. Let the night hold you gently. Tomorrow is not your enemy. It is an unfolding. It is a page not yet written. And you do not need to read it tonight. I am already there, waiting for you. Sleep without fear. Nothing is collapsing. Nothing is ending. Nothing is lost. You are guided. You are protected. You are enough. Close your eyes now. Release the day. Release the fear. Release the need to control. I am here, always.